Welcome everybody, we are starting into our ESO housing hike. This is casually touring player houses in the Elder Scrolls Online, seeing the cool things that you can do with the houses, with the furnishings, with a little bit of creativity and design. You can do amazing things, infinite possibilities. And I am J.R. Ellis, I'll be your tour guide today as we visit a bunch of homes on the PC EU server. And this is something I stream live each week at twitch.tv/JREllis. You're always welcome to join during the live stream. Or if you're watching on the YouTube VOD, please subscribe, that helps a lot. And there's no particular theme to our housing hike. We'll just go and tour some homes, get some decoration inspiration along the way. Just enjoy these, and we'll have fun with it. I'll get some screenshots along the way, put those up on my website. Okay, here we go. The real adoring fans. Daggerfall Overlook. Everybody in the Twitch is messing with my lights, which is beautiful, beautiful. They have a Breton town and marketplace with a castle. I believe I had previously toured this way back, but they've made a lot of changes to it. So I even see that they have the new structural solitude furnishings from Stonethorn and Greymoor that have been added. So, okay, so they maybe kind of kept a couple things, but they changed pretty well everything in this place. So maybe you'll maybe if you were here before, you maybe recognize parts of this, but I think it's like 90% changed. So we'll just go and look at this and take a look. So we have a marketplace, so, you know, having all the wares on display. I like how they kind of have things elevated so that the smaller things can kind of be seen even in the back there. Good way of kind of layering things so that you can see everything, right? Okay, so a marketplace. Are these real doors or fake doors? I don't have door permissions, so I'll assume that this is just a facade, which you kind of have to do given the item limits, but that'll work for now. Ooh, just kind of look how they have like a little stairway up. I'm getting lost already. Oh, just a lovely little place to come and escape and get a view of the water. Make a painting. Looking good there. Okay, really like these structural solitude pieces. Really kind of tie everything together. So being a Breton town, we're going to have all these little marketplaces. All these little shops. Selling little statues. Weird little oddities. Probably different themes for each of the carts here. So we have spices and food. We have character pathing. We have the Phaedre historian pacing about. Maybe looking for some deals. Maybe has a shopping list. Trying to make sure that they get everything here. However you want to read into that. This is fun. This is a Daggerfall Overlook. Pretty big home. Can get it with gold. Will be all the houses will be giftable with Margaux, so I'm looking forward to that. So we have like an alchemist shop. So what do we have? We have ingredients, we have books. Make sure that we get everything all put together right. So we have mushrooms and bottles and everything that you need for your alchemy. Looking nice and professional there. Pretty tidy there. Looks like a Ravenhurst says, beautiful. It looks so natural, just like a town in Daggerfall. Yeah, looking good. Oh, I like this as a choice. No, stay. I was going to say, here's the shopkeep, right? So we have Barodar. Is that the right name? Barodar, the Khajiit. It makes for a good clothier here. No, has a very nice fashion sense. Very colorful fabrics. Seems to make sense to be hanging around the clothing shop here. So, make sure all the measurements are correct. So, character pathing and the house guests, already you can kind of see that they're adding a little bit of an element to these houses here, right? Liking the look of it. Okay, really fun. And we have a bookshop. Bookshop of some sort. You're actually using the trophies on those. That's really funny. Yeah, so these trophies end up making like good plaques, but they have like faces on the other side of them, so they're kind of obscuring that a little bit. I think you can buy blank ones from the Crown store. Okay, and continuing through. Okay, so we have like a baker's stall with all the sweets. Fresh wheat. Beautiful, beautiful. And maybe a hunter has a stall set up here with some game. A small game. And sausages. Beautiful, beautiful. So, all these different storefronts. Really fun for this town. We have a forge, very active here, using a clockwork crafted furnace. You can get those from the guild trader, they're pretty cheap. And then you have to add your own fire, though. And going up, it looks like we have kind of like a mage's area with enchanting. So even taking the bookcase here and personalizing it a little bit. So adding like a trophy or a soul gem or a statuette here and there. Kind of like what fits the feel of this place. So you can start with like a grand bookcase because they're great structural piece that really fills in a lot, makes your home look a lot more full, and then kind of customize things along the way. Okay, got me a station up above. Very, very useful item. Will be even more useful with the item set collection coming out because that's what the station that you use to reconstruct items. Okay, and then we seem to have some sort of pub. Okay, fun. Very warm, inviting. It's kind of building off this kind of brown palette. Waverly says, this is awesome, love the build. Yeah, it's great just to see just like a well-functioning town, very peaceful, which is kind of rare sometimes, at least in Elder Scrolls, so yeah, it's looking really good. Place for people to live and work and get by. Oh, and thank you with the subscription on YouTube. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I think I explored the courtyard well enough. I'm gonna go inside, maybe a couple more things inside. Take a view from the tower. Oh, okay. Go look at that. We have a fountain inside. Again, taking the bookcases and personalizing them a little bit with more statuettes and trophies. Breton statue for Arche. So again, building off this Daggerfall Covenant theme, Breton theme, kind of a castle look inside, and with a custom fireplace as well. Double-wide fireplace, I like that. The dog has a quest for me. Probably. Is the dog going to speak to me or just bark? Okay, very austere throne here. Kind of a seat of power. A very serious look to it. And it looks like this has been blocked off, and the other side has been blocked off, so not going to worry about exploring the rest of this place. I can do a quick view of the town from up on the tower, they said. I really like how we just have things like plants and flowers and good things along the way that just kind of add a little bit of vibrancy and life to this place too. The giant keg above the pub there. Okay, let's get a good top-down view and then we'll keep moving along. What's the item cap here? It's a notable house, so it'd be 700. I get a good view. Oh, get up here. Ooh, can I get up higher? Ooh, not really. Yeah, so we can see all the different stalls that we saw along the way with the castle. All the kind of roads in between. The dog with the quest. Okay, and we can keep moving along. Thank you so much, TheRealAdoringFan. And we have two small homes from Culligan up next as we continue with our housing hike. And again, no particular theme for our housing hike, so let's see something completely different up next. Maybe Breton stuff isn't your thing, but I don't know, good style to me. Lore Connoisseur says, this is amazing. Yeah, really well constructed there, using 700 items. Again, they did block off parts of the interior of the house just so they could have more details outside. Okay, Culligan has a Ravenhurst. They have a... I don't really know anything about this. We'll just go explore it. Okay, it's a happy place, festive place, using a music box to kind of set the tone here. We have games, we have fabrics, we have fun things on display. What is this place? It's a... shop? We have coins. It feels like a shop of sorts. I'll go explore. Oh, I have like a little playpen. I like how they have a little fence here. It's like pet-proof fence. This is actually a really clever use of the gate, because the gate is a very large thing, so they've, I think, flipped it upside down and then sunk it down into here, so it's just like a nice toddler-sized gate. Jacques Ajit size. Okay, that works well. A cute little jerboa. Oh, I like the character pathing, because you can have the jerboa take a nap on the pillow, and then walk somewhere else and play with something, and then, you know, it can be doing multiple things within one home. Oh, there goes off playing in the plants now. Oh, super cute. I like the indoor planter here. Very dry, deserty feel to these plants, so maybe that's kind of like the outside region. Does this have a courtyard? It does have a courtyard. Oh, we'll go out there in a bit. Okay, we have kind of like a living space up above. So it seems maybe like a shop down below and living quarters up above is my feel of this. Pretty nice looking kitchen. Oh, Jerboa getting into everything. Jerboa is my guide. Love some of the new paintings. You can kind of frame things around that. Fits very well with the kitchen here. Or you can have the wolf plaque spewing out water. I really like the look of it, though. You have to angle things like just right so that it actually makes sense as a flowing fountain. But you can do that with lots of different furnishings. I believe that they're using the dwarven fountain for this one as a particularly tricky one to build around, but they've done a good job of covering up all the dwarven aspects of it. You could also use the Alinor fountain or the Four Lions fountain. Again, those each have protruding parts on them, so you kind of had to cover them up with details if you don't want the original texture to be showing through. So they've done a great job of covering it up. Looks great here. Could be... It's a Dark Brotherhood plaque. I don't necessarily think it's a Dark Brotherhood feel in here. Gargoyle Wolf, that's right. It's done really well. Yeah, I like the creativity that goes into that. That's the thing I like most about housing in ESO. I guess it's just like an understated thing, but maybe I should just explicitly say this every once in a while, which is the thing I like most about housing is not just plunking down furnishings just kind of as they are, but like mushing things together in different creative ways that, you know, are creative, artistic, that, you know, kind of let your own personality shine through. It's fads with the bits. Hey, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And with the follow as well. Thank you. Welcome to our PCEU housing hike. And then aside from that, with housing, you can just kind of decorate things just a little bit more normally, just like filling in bookcases or putting things on tables. I most like the when people get creative with how they put things together, though. Even this bed is, it looks very natural here, but this is actually a couple of beds put together, and then with, I think it's a couple of the homestead Breton beds. Uh-oh. And then with a top on it. I think. Am I wrong about that? I don't remember the beds being this wide. I don't think there are any beds that are this wide. They put the cowhide on it. Oh. Use the plaque to symbolize your home ownership. Oh, there you go. Oh, and a bath area over this way. Layering things up. Redguard. I think that's right. Thank you. Shensi says, cobbling just eats so many slots. I could use twice the slots were given on the build. That's true, is when you start to put things together, you know, since they're overlapping, they don't fill in the space as much, so you have to be kind of aware of that. Okay, and a beautiful bath area. Or again, just a subtle little thing like adding a trophy plaque to your seat of the Snow Prince here. You get a good toilet. With the toilet paper on the side, and some reading material. and a candle, so you can... Whenever you need it. Okay, good deal. So again, just a couple little creative little twists on things. Just adding a plaque here and there. Okay, I'll go out into the courtyard. There may or may not be things in the courtyard. Red guard, wide, grand bed with a rug on it. Okay, good deal, good deal. So a little bit different. A little bit more full that way. Oh, they do have a lot of things out in the courtyard. We have heaps of scrap, which we're maybe melting together and making blacksmithing things out of them. Okay, good deal, good deal. All sorts of artsy stuff. Up above, little secretive private drinking area. Oh, it's a good view of the town here too. Lovely, lovely. Going up and up and up. Oh, what do we have hidden up here? We have spy on your neighbors. No, look up at the stars, or get a good view of a mountain goat up there. Something. And extra quarters up here, maybe for guests. Okay, going back down, more things in the courtyard. I think there might have been more things inside I missed too. I mean, I'm pretty impressed that they were able to fit as much as they could in this place. Lots of details throughout, even with a couple cobbles throughout. Then we have a freshly dug up garden here, using a couple of these poison packs, mushroom tops. I think they might be that. Kind of have the good brown texture that looks like dirt. So just kind of sinking the mushroom tops down into the ground, and then you get something that looks a little bit more like freshly tilled dirt. Good look for the spooky garden. Thematic. Oh, and a cute little swing. That looks fun. Looks very sturdy. I need a push. Push me. Push me. Or not. I can swing myself. Dog seems to have found a tasty treat. Dog seems to be happy about the tasty treat. A little gruesome. Oh, okay. It's how it's fell. Or not. Oh, no. Okay, let me see if I missed anything inside. A lot of detail going on with this Ravenhurst. Okay, and yeah, we have lots of little things on display. So maybe a workshop or a... Yeah, they seem to have a lot of their wares out on display. And maybe something special just for me. I special ordered this. What is inside? A sweet roll! Yes, that's right. Special order sweet roll just for me. Delicious, delicious. Oh, there might be another one over here. Another special order. Oh, some freshly carved dice. Yes. So they seem to have a lot of, like, game type of elements in here. Fun little toys and whatnot. So maybe they custom make toys and things. So fun place, fun place. Okay, and we'll keep moving along. I have another home from Culligan. So this had a lot of detail in it, right? Well, Culligan has another home in their Kragenhome, which is much more small location. This isn't a particularly big home with Ravenhurst either, but Kragenhome is very small. Blue Cow Dogs asks, what item would you want added to the game based on some of the most popular cobbles? Ooh. Have to think about that. There are probably a lot of them. There are a lot of them. I mean, anything that you can cobble together doesn't necessarily need to be added as a single piece. If anything, keeping things a little bit more basic allows for people to cobble things together creatively. If you add too many details on things, then they become difficult to work with. Okay, so we're in a creepy place, aren't we? Culligan has a Kragenhome. Creepy Kragenhome. I have to plug this every time. Kragenhome is a must-have house. If you go buy it unfurnished for gold, for 69,000 gold, it comes with a unique furnishing called the Dark Elf Bed of Coals. You can pluck that out of the house. It will make the house pay for itself. Profitably, mind you. So, no reason not to go get Kragenhome. And then you can do something amazing with it, like Culligan has done here with making a really creepy Dark Brotherhood-themed ritualesque torture dungeon place of nightmares. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I do like the color going on with it. Just a lot of red just kind of permeating this place. And then a couple purples too. It's kind of a Darken it up a little bit. Okay, lovely, lovely. So we have a table here, the Tavani table. Very gnarly, knotty wood on this, and then kind of fits the feel of all the terrible things that you're doing to people here. Fantastic. And we have beautiful plants. Don't be afraid to bring plants inside, even in your terrible torture room. Madam Strange says, I love the use of color here. I know, it's just beautiful colors going on, and all the torture and waterboarding. Really? I think so. Maybe a special preparation on this one. Fantastic. For all the treasure. Seems to be a very lucrative endeavor, whatever we're doing here. Does that mean you can buy Kragenhomes during the ESO free week and sell all the Dark Elf Botanicals? I've heard of people doing that. I don't not condone that. I'm not so sure what the limits on that are. There are a couple other houses that pay for themselves. Oh. So that's the great thing about housing in the ESO, is that you can really just roleplay in this. So if your character is like a member of the Dark Brotherhood and does terrible things for fun and profit, then you can really play that out in your house with the, and then you have the character pathing, so you can have your loyal pupper here coming to your side. Perfect. See, you can just have your house be however you fantasize, however you really want to live in life. This can be you. Okay, beautiful. We'll keep going. We have a special home next from Palimpseste with the Cat Family Guild. I'm going to assume that there are going to be some role players in this house. Stillwaters Retreat. We have a French build on this one. We're talking about the name of this place. Wait. I took high school French, so I was able to kind of interpret this. It's Lac Galais de Bordeciel, or something like that. And I learned from this that you break it apart, and this means like the border of the sky, like rim of the sky, like Skyrim, and this is the frozen lake, Lac, frozen. Anyway, let's sign the guest journal here. That's from Essential Housing Tools. So frozen lake of Skyrim, which is all going to be outside. Are there people in here? There are people in here. Oh, cool. We have 8 people in here, including myself. So, I have no clue what to expect from this house, by the way. we have a cool mechanical build. Yeah, Palimpseste. I've gone to lots of Palimpseste homes before. Makes all these like mechanical flying creations, kind of very sci-fi meets steampunk look to them. These are great. So let's go and check this out. Okay, so we have... is that a real person? Or are they just T-posing? There's Scarecrow. Oh, okay, there's Scarecrow. They say, welcome to Palimpseste home. We have the Celestial Nimbus passing through the veil into the frozen lake. And we have... ooh, very blue flying machine. I like how it has all the blue colors on the bottom, because it kind of like feels like it's kind of picking up the light from the lake. Well, let's go check this place out. Now I never know if these are house guests or people. That's a... uh-oh. That's the house guest, right? Yes, okay. With all the role players mixed in here, it's a little difficult to tell. Okay, I'm loving this flying machine. Oh, I'm going to imagine I can get up into that and check it out from inside too. Oh, that's just really cool though, isn't it? Fun. Your house guests give you a scare. I know. Okay, well, where to go? We seem to be having a meeting? Maybe a sending off. Maybe a bon voyage. It means good voyage. Bon means good. Right? I guess voyage would mean more travels. Whatever. Anyway, getting in here. More house guests. Makes it feel like there are even more people in here. Oh, we can get up into here. Cool, 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 cool. Airship praise from Swinkry. Oh, yes. Airships are awesome. Swinkry's done a lot of great stuff with that, too. Okay, Palimpseste. Amazing. Ooh. I like how we have the steering wheel here. And then it's just like this really, like romping room, napping room, social area, whatever you want to call it, with all the snow bear rugs and the pillows. Just come in and relax. We have a long journey ahead. Have a seat. Enjoy the view. It's a long journey ahead. Where are we going? Where are we going? Or Vinlas has their own interpretation of this place. No, it's just so they can relax and take in the views, right? That's right. That's right. Man, everybody's so sleepy here. Okay. A really fun airship. It seems like it just has one layer. I like how you have all these dwarven tonal arcs, just kind of like layered, kind of like fanned out. Gives us a lot of structure. Oh, Summer's Day with the bits. Thank you so much. Black Razor says, I want this in my real house. I know, it's amazing, isn't it? Not like a second floor to this, is there? I don't think so. Okay, fun place, fun place. Wait. While people are here, let me try to maybe get like maybe a screenshot. May not have enough context. Anyway, fun place. Just looking down this. The belly of the ship. And, ooh, using the Azure Plasm Cage up there. Beautiful lighting going on with it.
Amazing airship.
Balloonial says it's an amazing airship. I agree. Thank you so much. Thank you for the bits as well. How do I get back out? Oh, there's a ramp. And then maybe we can get a view from here. Oh yeah, with this, like the sail on the back. Big fan. I love how these are just like rayed out. It's an amazing composition on this. Like an engineering marvel, right? Incredible build. What's the round thing for wings? This would be multiple of the tarps just kind of strung together. You could maybe use something like essential housing tools to make geometric patterns. They may have eyeballed this or done it by hand, but I wouldn't be surprised if they used essential housing tools. Either way, maybe you just use a reference point too. Such a beautiful build here. Probably creative. How do you start into something like this? Probably have to maybe sketch it out. Come up with the basic features where you actually want people to be able to walk, and then kind of thinking of the furnishings that you can work with. Tarps in the Breast Fortress post. Yeah, there are these support beams from the Home Goods Furniture in Clockwork City in the Breast Fortress. And yeah, always check out the Home Goods furnishings, because they are relatively affordable and a lot of good pieces from those. Let's see, thank you for your friend Palimpseste. Oh, thank you. Did I miss anything? Is there a cave? I know that there's a cave in this home, but I would kind of guess that they didn't decorate it. I don't see any indication of that. Probably used all 700 items just to make the ship here. Oh, I like these big round tables on the side too. It gives it kind of like that Scandinavian type of a look, or even like the old like warships with the shields on the sides of them. I don't know particularly what, like old Roman ships or Egyptian even. Oh no, I'm messing up my history. Anyway, with the big round shields on the side, I love the look of it. Are the beams sky shards or the antiquity? The beams are the decorative sky shards. You can get those from the global achievement vendor, I believe. Yeah, and those are using a couple of the dwarven pipes plus the scavenge pipes. There are a couple rugs on the side. Yes, kind of piecing this all together. By the way, Essential Housing Tools had an amazing update. Let me see if this is going to be working. If I hit Shift I while looking at something with the cursor on, it will tell me what furnishing I'm looking at. That's directly above, directly straight ahead. So I can tell that that's the Solitude tent, or I can tell that that's going to be a Redguard table there. And so you can kind of piece this all together, like what actually makes up this place. And you can actually tell that these circles are multiple pieces cobbled together. So that's an amazing feature from Essential Housing Tools that was just added very, very recently. So if you ever have questions about what people are using in their houses, you can kind of piece it together a little bit better, or maybe get some ideas there. Be like, oh, that's a cool furnishing. Is that craftable? Is it an antiquity? Whatever. Wait. There's somebody died. Oh no. A mystery. They froze. They were T-posed for too long. The elements got them. Or they tried to... Maybe they were a stowaway. They tried to get on board. They got shut down. Oh no. Or we just have a rogue here. We're just attacking everybody. Okay. We'll keep moving along here. Let me say... Thank you all. Then we'll keep moving along. So a really great home from Palimpseste. Does it break if items are layered, or just show the outermost layers? It'll just show what the outermost. Kind of like if you're in a home with a housing editor and you are like pointing to pick up something, it'll basically just be using that line of sight.
Hype ship.
Lunial says hype ship. Beautiful. All the hype. Okay, up next we have Ukapala's Captain Margaux's place. Everyone Windsword says, Pirates off the starboard bow. No, that's right. Next up, we have gone to lots of Ukapala's homes over last several months. They have a Captain Margaux home for me. This was part of a one-room contest that one of their guilds must have had a while back. A couple of housing guilds on PCEU. Not quite sure which one this was for. I have a ladies' room in particular. So this is one room. This is Captain Margaux home. And it doesn't really look like it. It's really just using the space. Man, this has a lot of detail. Just kind of looking at it for a second, and then maybe try to dissect it a little bit. Yeah, it was Klingons off the starboard bow. I was wondering, I thought it was a Star Trek thing. I remember watching that. Hanging flowers are pretty. Okay, well, it's kind of taking in this room, which is just amazingly different. Elegant, relatively simple, but get in there in a really kind of creative way. So, let's see, we have full bookcase. Maybe makeup or cookies in it. Never can quite tell. Or maybe it's actually a sand dollar. And then we have a vanity, stringing together multiple mirrors in an array, putting together bottles and other things there that make sense. Seeking in a goblet. Oh, I like the little goblet that's sunk in. Kind of like just a little tin of makeup there. Really creative little tiny thing. Then again, if you're using a housing editor, you can mush things together, sink things into each other, into the walls, into the floor, and just kind of show off bits and pieces of what you want. Even like these big bookcases, these are the big full bookcases, but then they've been sunk down, so you don't have to use the entirety of the furnishing ever either. So this kind of keeps things a little bit more toned down, elegant, purple theme throughout. Good use of even like the carpets. just kind of lining these up very well with the ornate tile. This is a different texture on the floor as well. So, like, everything is different here. Wait, what's on the door? You don't see the effects, but I shared them? Wait. I have 2 visual effects. Oh, there are... Oh, there's a visual effect. The door has been changed up a little bit. Oh, what the heck? Oh, that's new. I see. Huh. That's new. So, a little hiccup. Essential Housing Tools had an update a couple days ago. I think that they changed something where visual effects used to be persistent even with the UI off. This seems like it's no longer the case. Anyway, they have the door here. That's why. I was confused. No, the effects are supposed to be visible even with the UI turned off, but that's not the case right now. Anyway, weird little hiccup. It's okay. It's okay. Taking in this room. Need to reset the hotkey. I don't think that's an intended change. Or even just sinking in this bed, big elsewhere bed, just shoving it up into the wall and then covering the seam there with a couple of pillows, so you can just get a very lovely, elegant, kind of a lounge here. Looks good, looks good. Or using the greenhouse so that you get all the elegant woodwork that is going on with that. Again, just using a part of the furnishing, which has a lot of weight in this house. Very elegant curves to it. And then you can kind of have the outside there as well with a couple of plants back there. Or kind of like an indoor garden. Yeah, very elegant home. Reset the hotkey. No, I have separate hotkeys for it. Because my F8 is my hotkey to turn the UI off and on, and then 4 is my hotkey to turn the FX on and off, so it's not quite working as intended. I'll pay attention to whether or not homes actually have visual effects going forward, though. Okay. Looking good, looking good. Beautiful home. Like, really, this is top-notch here. Elegant. Okay, Ukapala's beautiful home. Only have 2 homes left for today. Relatively quick day today. Okay, next up, Theimperfect. Theimperfect has a Blackvine Villa. This will be the home of... I'll go ahead and say an Altmer Priestess of Stendar. And they are a healer. So if you have an Altmer healer, Priestess, what would you do? What would you do? And we'll see what Theimperfect has done here as far as having a home for an Altmer Priestess of Stendar. A little bit magical here. Love these moonlit covines. You can get those from the achievement furnisher in Southern Elsewhere in Tidehome. So it's a weird achievement furnisher because you don't unlock it until you do 20 quests. So it's not actually visible if you haven't done the quests yet. So you have to go do a bunch of those quests and then you can unlock it. And then you get the lovely vines. They're only 1,000 gold each, so it's well worth it just even for those. Okay, so with the healer look, the Altmer look, a lot of more like pastel colors or the kind of magical colors, the blues and the purples and all the crystals. Okay, yeah, looking good with statues. Kind of like a timeless look. It's often what I think of with Altmer. Oh, they do have some visual effects in here too. I'll have to be careful with that too. No, I don't necessarily see them. Maybe they're all outside. Okay, and inside we have a bath. Using the seashell as a little soap holder. I like that. Just like a little place to rest your soap on. A lot of people will put them off to the side on a shelf or something, or an end table, but that works too. Kind of built in. Balcony edition. I'll have to go check that out. Taking the Garlus alpinia, which is a very tall plant, and just sinking it down in. So that's another clever thing that you can do. If anything is ever too big, you can always kind of shrink things down a little bit. Just have to mush it into the floor. Okay, fun place. I would think that a healer would probably be aware of people's comfort in a way, and this feels like a very comforting type of a home. Come in, you have food, place to entertain guests, but otherwise quite private here. Beautiful, beautiful. I'll go check out the outside with the visual effects back on. Couple. I see. It seems to mostly just be the. It's kind of like candlefly effect going on, little particles. Again, in that sense, it just kind of adds just kind of more of a atmosphere of magic and maybe kind of like a healing energy. I really like this outside area, just using some of these solitude walls with the, I don't know, sunbird flowers. These are from the Somerset home goods furniture. And then, yeah, this looks very peaceful here. Go wash up. Okay, and we'll keep moving along. Final home. Thank you, Theimperfect. Next up is going to be one of the first Antiquarian's Alpine Gallery homes I tour. I do actually have 2 contests coming up with this, which is on October 24th, I have an interior contest, and on the 27th, I have a courtyard contest, so we're breaking that up into 2. I want to see what people do with this home. Okay, cool. Okay, so Alpine Gallery. We'll tour the entirety of this one, though. And that's all I know about it. So we have the gallery. This was a free home. I think it was... Everybody unlocked this that had Greymoor during our Lost Treasures of Skyrim event. I think the reward just barely fell off of the Crown Store for free, though. So might be a while before it comes back. So kind of like the Grand Sijic Villa eventually came back to those that didn't do the event. So we have the Alpine Gallery. This has been modified slightly with some of the lights and everything, or these lovely walls. These are the walls that you can get from the home goods furniture in Solitude. They're stupidly cheap and look really good. So we'll go and kind of check this place out. Even this like well here. So we have the floor. We have the well, we have the wall in the back. Even these have been added. So just like subtle little things. They look very natural in this home. Very, very Skyrim feel to this place. So good. Stable area. Kind of just definitely feels like you are in a good, well-set living space back here. Cat's up in the tree. Hope they can get down. I think they're okay. Waverly says, I like the look of the hedges pushing through the fences. Yeah, it's kind of like a reinforced hedge here so that they don't grow too far out. Looks really good. And we have... Well, there's some indication of things up here. Maybe this is where you mine resources or put your forge tailings, something like that. Yeah, there's a couple things up above. I think most everything is down below. So good social area. And then we'll kind of see more of whoever lives here, like how they live inside. I think these outdoor aspects are more just like social places. Probably not where they spend a lot of the time, except for when they're working. They seem to have like a good, fishing area or a blacksmith area. So they probably do spend a lot of time outside doing their work, and then they would, get out of the cold and stay inside the rest of the time. Or be off adventuring or doing whatever else they need to be doing. Okay, forge. Hey, a couple clockwork themes throughout this as well. Maybe we've just barely put all the pieces of the precursor together. Took a long time to find all the pieces to that. And it's amazing, it's a miracle it even worked. Okay, and we'll go inside. Just even a couple piles of firewood. Just nice little touch. Only the well was added. Oh, the other pieces are actually built in there? Oh, they have some built-in platform things. Okay, it's a little... Basically just are the furnishing, though. Wow, this is a fancy interior. Wow, they have a lot going on. Beautiful, beautiful. They have just this really robust library area here. So one thing that's really cool about the bookcase is that you can kind of stack them up here. I think what they're doing with these, I think these are the backless bookcases. That way you can actually see through them and the back doesn't cover anything up. And in this sense, you can actually flip them side to side, and so you can actually have these be oriented differently, and it makes it not as repetitive. So that's a clever thing that they've done here, because I think this is the same furnishing as this. It's just that they're mirrored, so flipped around, because it's a backless variant. So that's pretty nice. And you see a lot of the pages exposed too. It makes it look a little bit more messy. I like it. I like the look of the library. Definitely seems to be like an adventurer type of a home then. They have various oddities, maybe from different adventures that they've collected. Oh, very big kitchen area. Maybe cook for quite a few people sometimes. Maybe have guests over in the winter. Feels very warm. Sink over in the side. Oh, yeah, well, yes, this Heartland painting, that kind of stood out to me too. So we have the Heartland Antiquity painting, and then this is framed within the luxury furnishing that was from the Kragenhome week. So it actually has an open area in the center of that frame, and then it fits very snug in there. I like the look of it. It definitely gives it like a lot of depth. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. And then we have so many features in this house. This is awesome. We have a really big indoor plant area. Again, just using these solitude walls, just kind of sinking those down in a little bit. Feels very dry with the color palette that they have going on, which is kind of interesting because outside it feels much more green. So they have a very dry, reddish, orangish, yellowish, more dead area here, a bit more gnarly. While outside it's a little bit more colorful. Maybe these have been transplanted from a different biome, or maybe they're just preserving these. It's very beautiful though. Good composition to it. All the food that they are storing up at the ready for your guests. Using those tusks from the Hrothgar antiquity nearly gives that monolith a kind of like a halo or a crown effect. Very revered. Man, that fireplace is awesome. Again, using all the structural solitude crafted furnishings, and then kind of getting a little creative with the high elf divider that's been sunk down that has metal tops to it, so it makes a good fire grate there. And then using I think the mausoleum piece in the back, Alnor piece, So lots of different styles coming together to get something that looks unique here. Really pretty. Ba 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 ba. Okay, and more workspaces out over here too. So we had like a blacksmith station outside, or like a fishing area, and then inside we have like woodworking, big white table, big open workspace, more clothing area. Wow, a lot of color going on with this too. Lots of different fabrics and everything that you need for your clothing. A lot of color coming together. It really stands out in contrast to the general brownness that you tend to see in ESO. So I always like the little splotches of color that you get with like clothing areas. Or kind of like the magic here of all of these alchemy ingredients. Ooh, that's beautiful. Using these troughs as these kind of like hanging planters. I've seen more and more people doing this, where they kind of like put their plants up on the walls. A little bit more of a, maybe it feels modern to me, or maybe it's just more of a European approach. These are on EU. So we have all of our ingredients growing here. So we have all the mushrooms, magical glowy plants. They must have magical properties if they glow, right? So, and then we can mix all these together and come up with some sort of potion. Hopefully using this for good causes, right? They're healing potions, right? Or just spices. Maybe they're just spices. They taste good. So lots of their different craftings being represented here. Jewelry crafting over this way. And thank you with the follow from Cassie Pentagast. And then enchanting over this way. Wow, very magical. Using these Spellscar shards, they have a pulsing lightning effect. It actually is very randomized. Unpredictable. Using the bottom of those. People oftentimes don't use, they just sink entirely in, so you just get lightning, but they have a pretty good glowy black look on the bottom of them too, so kind of using that to frame these various crystals here. It's like kind of like a coalescence of magic here. Nearly has a heart shape to it, kind of. Maybe, or it looks like an evil face. Either way, I think it's more of a enchanting for love here. I think so. Irina says, I like housing. I love what you're doing. What you've done. Oh. Well, touring a lot of beautiful houses right now. I always love to tour these homes or throw on contests. Up above. Actually have more of like a living space with the bedroom. A subtle red light here. Do have a Talvani painting. Maybe they originally came from Vardenfell. I have a couple other things that maybe would indicate that. Beautiful paintings and hobbies, and kind of showing off a bunch of their trial achievements over this way. Have these great pedestals. Very, very austere look to them. This feels like more of like a reverent place. Very proud of their achievements here. I like the display here. They're using the Rithana de Renata just as a furnishing in the background, and that frames this really well because it has all these different partitions, so each one of them has kind of like its own little spot. A very tasteful way of displaying the trophies. Okay, what a beautiful home. Man, just so much detail throughout this. Every little room has something creative going on with it. Love it, love it. And this, I'm looking forward to see more of what people can do with their Antiquarians Alpine galleries with our 2 contests later up. So, for now, we'll wrap up and do some giveaways for Twitch chat. Sounds good? Thank you, everybody. Okay, and yeah, we'll do that. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody that opened up their home for me. TheRealAdoringFan, Culligan, Palimpseste, Ukapala, Theimperfect, and Tricksterfire. In particular, for opening up your homes. Thank you so much. And everybody that was here on Twitch or on YouTube, thank you, everybody. And we'll continue to do housing hikes each Friday at twitch.tv/jhartellis. I'll get screenshots of these homes up on my website, spicyeconomics.com. If you ever need some project ideas, check that out. And we'll keep having fun with housing and ESO. Margaux coming up soon. It has a lot of cool dwarven stuff. So maybe that'll get incorporated into people's homes here too. Okay, so have fun with housing, have fun with ESO, and stay spicy. Moo.